while order is out of reach. Their freedom will not come from the oppressor. Freedom will not come from conquering other victims, but freedom is earned by defining order in the world in which you wish to live in, despite the oppressor's will. Harmony comes from a desire for the common good. This harmony comes from an egocentric stance. If you take anything out of this book, is this: if you accept disorder in your religion, then you will accept disorder elsewhere in your world. When the disorder overwhelms you, disorder will be the norm, which is what we have right now. If you do not accept disorder in your religion, then you will seek order, and because no other religion will offer it, then you will see the solution. Your world will become order. So your world will become order by understanding the disorder that we have, even if disorder still is. If your religion is order, then you will be ordered. Do not let somebody else define what religion should or should not be. If you do, then you will be trapped in their labyrinth. One of the millions of labyrinths or definitions or religions or set of code, illusions or realities set to trap our slothfulness, our convenience, our hatred, our parasitism, our conformity, and our disorder. Since we are born, we are subjected to a mechanism that will remind you every chance it gets that you must obey, you must follow, you must respect order, you must submit to authority. All of this is to prepare you for the programming that the middleman offers, a system of ideas, a religion. The oppressor, then the seller, the provider of the religion, is the wolf in disguise. The oppressor dressed as savior. They are actually all charlatans. In order to keep you chained to their ignorance, they attach themselves to the divine. Everyone must believe the fantasy provided. We are but pawns in their sick game of dominion. They are using creation as an excuse to sell you their religion, a product you will buy, cherish, and protect to your own detriment. They are using your divine existence to toy with you. Your need to be grateful to God and creation will be their opportunity to force you to accept their programming as a religious or code of faith. And when you find out that it's total disorder, then your life will be total disorder also. This is why the saviors of the world are against any established order, especially when they have titles such as supreme or religion or set of ideas or programming, because they conflict with the rest of the natural world and creation. A religion that has been established by a corrupt system will always be in conflict with the rest of the natural world, God and creation. When you accept someone's definition of what God or creation is, a religion, you're actually accepting limitations put on something that is limitless. There will be a time where you will see the truth for what it is. Once you find out, if you ever find out, that there is a problem, the question then is, how do you fix the problem? In this book, we dismantle all religions to their core. We take a look at the programming behind the code, and we examine its purpose, its motive, its agenda. After we study all this, then we can see patterns that reveal how religions were not really set up with the purpose of helping us out, but the opposite. We find out who is behind all this nonsense. We are also empowered to seek solutions to our problems based on our manifestation of the world. In other words, my book doesn't offer you solutions on how to live your life, because it is impossible based on the manifestation of your world, which only creation and sometimes the mechanism can control. It is my objective as an author to show you how the disorder of religion works, how it is connected to other systems as well. Systems that have been designed to keep us occupied with symptoms created by the sickness they force us to live in. In other words, the reason we have still this demented set of code of ideas is that it favors its own disorder. Established religions are a sickness forced upon us in order to keep us sick. But I want to make something very clear. It's not that they were designed to be oppressive or that they didn't have the best intentions. No, the mechanism wants to destroy and taint, occult, and hide true liberating knowledge. And so it is no wonder why it would attack a religion. Sick individuals, a sick religion creates sick individuals. Sick individuals are prone to manipulation and enslavement. A healthy religion does not favor conflict and creates healthy individuals, and healthy individuals are a threat to the established disorder. In order for the disorder to continue, disorder must be perpetual and unchallenged. And that is why we have religions that are actually the problem and not the solution. Because the mechanism, with all its control of the pyramid scheme, with its help of mafias and cartels, are against a true religion. To explain this concept further, I invite you to order my book so that you get a perspective that explains not just this code, but any code that can entrap your mind into a prison. If you take anything out of my book, is this: a beast that is unwilling to change is a beast that cannot survive in a world of change. Our world is nothing but change. However, you might be pulled into a vortex that does not favor change. This goes back to the vortex, the idea of this negatively force that attracts negatively charged people, and there is this force that attracts the total opposite. But as the both cosmos clash, that is the misery we are subjected to. So, but a beast that is unwilling to change is a beast that that is unworthy of creation. The decision, because creation is ever changing and ever growing, decisions are always available to us. The decision of whether to live in a world of change or one without is always available to us. Established religions, the problem and not the solution. To help you find the solutions that are aligned with the intelligent creation, I will explain what intelligent creation is by studying what the great teachers and heroes of our world have taught us. Then you will understand how established religions fall short and are inept in the task of providing a religion worth considering. I want to share another paragraph of my book, A Brief History of All Religions. As families and towns grew into cities and nations, the ruling class, or the slave owners, decided that it would be advantageous to set up a system that would ensure the survival and continuation of a ruling class. So in the Pharaoh era, slaves were needed to mine gold to create a pyramid of power. And in the era of the whites versus the blacks, the plantation owners were needed to take advantage of the Negroes, the colored race. In the era of the Nazis, so you see this progression. This it's not just that it applies to one color or one element or a currency or your mind or your soul or your body. It is the continuation of humanity. As you know, parasites, they need slaves to do all the work for them. Pharaohs need slaves. Nazis need slaves. The superpowers and its parasites need slaves as immigrants to do all the work for them.